Right, so all you have to do is just to, right, my hands are now clean so the paint didn't go in tack it. All you have to do, look, is just, see that bit of sediment there, just loosen that sediment. That's all, like that. In the bottom there. And then, with a bit of rag over it to protect the paint, because we really mustn't get any more paint on the tank if possible, so put that on there like that, stop it squirting, give it a quick squirt, that will do it. There we are, and just mop it out. That's certainly done, that I can see. And mop it out or blow it out, whichever you've got. And there's not much black come off this time. This tank is not going to last, by the way. We know this. We know the paint is not going to last on the tank because the petrol fetch yourself. So I'm not desperately worried. I've done it now. You know, we've done it. We've done the job for nothing. We've done what we set out to do. Now, the other thing I was going to show you, but it's totally unnecessary, and that is with a bit of really fine emery, and you can do it. I'll put a piece of glass down, right, and just to make sure, right, I'll try and just turn the camera without it tipping off the table. There we are. And on the edge of this, without taking the tubes out, yes, you can just see, just get on a piece of glass and just do that, like that, and it will flat it off. Sometimes, as I said on this other video, you can get your thumbnail under, they warp. Well, this one isn't warped, it's absolutely spot on. But just to make it 101% spot on, we'll just do this and double check, and it is, you can see it. I can see it, sorry, you can't see it, I can see it. Absolutely spot on it is. It's perfect, that is. So there we are. A little tiny bit of the top paint to come off, which it will do. So that's on there like that. Just get this off my hands again. I'll turn the camera back round onto the tank. There we are. And then all you do, you want the gasket, and open the packet. Make sure you don't cut through the gasket, of course. That wouldn't be very clever, would it? So we open the packet, take your gaskets out, and putting the cardboard one on first when we get them. Right, that's your diaphragm. Oh, there we are, that's the diaphragm, the thin one, and that's your thicker cardboard gasket. So getting your cardboard gasket, you put that on and it only goes one way. I've got to work it out though, it goes that way. So that goes through there and that goes on like that. And then the diaphragm, and the only thing, it doesn't matter, but it is slightly raised one way. You won't be able to, oh no, you can't see it. Just a minute, put the carburettor down. It is very, very slightly raised in that section, which is your actual diaphragm, your pump. So that wants to go over the spring upright. So that goes on like that, and there's a spring on it, you see. And then to hold it in place, put a couple of screws in from underneath. Just put a couple of screws in and it will hold it all in place. 2 or 3, whichever you want to do. I'll do the 2 opposite corners. That's it. It's in place, that spring will go there. I'll just see if I can get another screw in here just to be doubly sure. There we are. Right, and then that goes back on the tank. Now this is where you have to be very careful not to trap the, especially the diaphragm. It could get trapped. So be very careful that when it goes on, it's absolutely flat. Like that. And just put these screws in, just loose, these 3. got my glasses here, I'll just double check that the diaphragm's flat and the tank's flat. There we are. Just do them more or less finger tight. I'm just going to pop my glasses on and check that that is flat, and I don't know if you can see, but it is. There's absolutely, if you look round the bottom of that, look, that's how it should look. You can probably see just there. Can't see very well that side, but that's how it should be anyway, so that's certainly alright. So I'll put the other screws back in. And by the way, it's raining today here. It's another wet day. We've had quite a few recently. Showery days, so I can't really do anything else, so I thought I'd just do this job. And as I say, I won't go and make a video, but we will do. Just for something to show you. I wanted to make a different video actually. Totally different, but we haven't, so there we are. And then just tighten them up and keep going round a couple of times. And that's it. That's that job done. And now with a bit of luck it'll start better. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, I've done my best. Can't do any more than my best. But it should do. There we are. So just tighten those up. They don't want to be over tight, but they want to be just tight. Like that. And then what I'll do, I'll just nip downstairs and reattach the tank and that, put drop petrol in. And if it stopped raining, we'll just drag it out the door and see if it goes. If not, we've got to wait for another day. So there we are. That's the job done. Alright, we'll see you again in a few minutes. Right, I'll put some petrol in. And we'll see if it goes. We'll just give it 3 pumps, which I've done. So we'll just see if it starts. Running a lot better. Well, it seems to work now anyway, that's all that matters.